And off we go. Yeah, one thing I've been meaning to do if I have more energy and time and such is to study this thing called Silver Crown. Because it did look kind of strategic. So I've been putting that off, and I'm going to continue putting it off while real world concerns are concerning. Okay, we're going to just Onaguma it. Huh. Got him to pause for a second there. Okay, so I don't know, like, if that's supposed to concern me. What's the point of this move? No, let's just complete the castle. Okay, that... Oh dear, I've been here before, haven't I? Yeah, let's just complete the damn castle and worry about the details in a second. Good enough. Alright, so the key question is where to develop the pieces. So clearly he's trying to break on my bishop's head right now. I could put up a firmer resistance against that. Alright, so this is where I am confused. In that I think I'm fine. I'm pretty sure I'm fine here. I fell for it again. Although I don't know if this is bad or not. It looks terrible. Interesting. Well, we needed fuel for our attack anyway, but it's not exactly what I had in mind. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. So I guess that means I have to attack now or something? I'm not really sure. Well, that's an attacking move. I'm trying to deflect his rook so it doesn't get promoted. Maybe I sack my bishop so I can promote my own rook. No dice. Well, this is ugly. Oh dear. Token takes silver is stronger than I accounted for. No, it's actually fine. But yeah, dropping a pawn right at the head of my bishop would have been pretty awful. This is still bad, but could be worse. Alright, screw it. Here we go. Okay. This has got me confused. I guess we're taking this. Well, this is bizarre. I don't understand his proclivity toward trading pieces here. Maybe he just expected me to take the token. Because now I actually get some kind of attack. Might not be a good attack, but it's an attack. I guess we'll take that before it overruns me. This is like the world's saddest bishop ever, but token's a token, so celebrate those minor victories now. Alright. I'm guessing he's gonna lance me? No, the lance would just hang. Yeah, I don't know where he's going. Do not know. He might do knight to 9-3 here. Just so I don't end up... Well, if I drop a pawn, he could still move the knight. There we go. Taking the pawn. Now, what's going to defend this? Well, defending the knight's kind of silly, isn't it? There's a pawn. Oh, clever. Well, I'm supposed to trade things. Having played on Naguma, so let's trade stuff. All right. Wait, that would be bad. That would be giving up a pawn for nothing. That's different than trading. Alright, so where's the target? Here's a target. And if he defends it, here's another target. Oh, wow. Okay. That's a good observation. I missed that. So anyway, we're going to commence step 2 of my plan here, which is strike the bishop. And this here. I don't need your damn lance. Even though that's a really good lance move. Well, if you're going to give me a lance, I might take it. I just might take that lance. Okay, what's going to defend his bishop? Like, if I take here, he's going to kick my rook. I will have lost a move. Losing a move's not the worst thing ever here. We're going to attack. We've got one piece attacking here, and it is glorious. Wait, do I take the bishop? Is that completely insane? I'm like 90% certain it's insane, but yeah. I spent a little more time looking at it, and yes, it is completely insane to take the bishop there. So, okay. Gonna gain a move on the silver here. And now a lance might actually be useful. You're going to place a pawn to stop my lance. Really? Because, like, that was the one thing I calculated here. Is that a pawn drop, I could just take the pawn. And you would take, I would take back, and it would be an okay trade. Not the best, not the worst. But yeah. I just need to keep attacking. That's all there is to this. If I can, win material, but that seems unlikely. Okay. This has me curious. So nothing other than the king is defending this gold. If I place a knight here to strike the gold, then the gold's got to move. Then I could take the silver, then knight takes. Whereas if I take here and then gold takes, then I drop the knight, gold takes, I take the knight, or take the gold. I'm still searching for some way to make this trickier. There's not a whole lot that I can do here. Yeah, I could use a gold right about now. So, alright. That's interesting. I guess I could have anticipated that. For some reason I didn't think he'd just expose himself like this, but here we are. Yeah, his position's pretty solid. So I need a good move here. I need a really good move here. It's not going to happen, is it? Well, I'm going to play this. This seems extremely naive. Um, but I'm not seeing anything measurably better. Yeah, this is disgusting. This shouldn't work, but I mean, what else can I do? Yeah, just don't Nifu. I'm being careful. Yeah, this game I've already found several opportunities to Nifu and have succeeded in choosing something else each time. Okay, so I get a bishop, he gets 2 golds. That's not an even trade. I should take the knight. I do like my golds, but I need this bishop. Still not sure what I'm going to do with it. Oh, I have an idea. That's not a terrible square for a bishop. So if the dragon goes back to defend the silver, I can just attack the dragon and then I'd have to run away, I think. Oh, I'm sorry, the dragon could protect it this way too. But I could keep dropping pawns to lure this dragon somehow get... No, I can't force it away. He chooses not to defend. That is an option. I'm not sure that failing to defend is a great option here, but it is an option. He's got a ton of pieces. He really does. But, yeah, I've got something. Could use something more. Could use a lot more here. The lance is not going to help. Alright, well, it's not going to help, but where else am I going to do? Actually, this opens a square for the knight to go. So we'll say that was intentional. Maybe I could do something with 2 knights. If 2 knights ends up producing a threat mate, then I could take the knight with, for free. What? Buddy? What are you doing, man? I don't understand you. Alright, free gold. Let's celebrate that. Check. Okay, well, that was exciting. So he's got, what flag is this? China? No. Yeah, China. So I do not speak Chinese. I do not speak Japanese. We're probably not going to get very far in a conversation here. Anaguma saves the day. Yeah. So evidently just building the castle is not a terrible idea. It's not to say that my ideas this game were good, but building the castle was an okay idea. Yeah, I can never figure this stuff out. Let's see. Okay, he's left. I see that Panic is watching. But otherwise, I could try to go through the game, try to figure out what happened here. I don't know. I still want to study Silver Crown. It's just, I've been too lazy. I would try to make more excuses, but, like, excuses are not helping. So we'll just say I'm lazy. Yeah, so this is interesting. Bring out 2 golds in front of the pawns, making sure that I can't attack. But all are 2 silvers. But all these silvers really somehow they broke through, and I don't think that should have happened. Not sure whether, like, maybe here I need to do something like this to free up this square. There's some subtle, well, really not subtle nuance about this. So I played this to try to stop my opponent from breaking through, and they broke through anyway. So, yeah. That happened. So we just started attacking. That wasn't a good idea. It felt good, and then I played it, and I'm like, I don't know about this anymore. So, yeah. Feels like there's... When did I play my silver up like that? Maybe I need to get more accustomed to playing this sort of thing here. Especially when they've blocked their bishop like this. This might be a more solid way to go about it, and then do this. Because, yeah, this 8th file breakthrough I find disturbing every time it happens. I know there's some circumstances where I'm not supposed to worry so much about it. Yeah, this pushing my silver up was pretty dumb. What else can I try here, I wonder? Like, I did debate pushing my edge pawn. I wonder how bad that is. It's turned out badly on some occasions. Yeah, switching to opposing rook might have been an option. But I'm like, clearly what I ended up doing here, this is just not an option, right? Because, I mean, I think I'm in a lot of trouble here. I'm giving my bishop, even though, yeah, I've castled, this is not very good. I've trapped my bishop. I'm being a dum-dum. So, like, surely I can do better than that. But yeah, in the interim, switching to opposing rook looks better than losing my bishop. Yeah, I fall for every climbing silver type trap. Like, It seems like every time this happens, unless I find a way to mate my opponent right in the opening, this just gets I get overwhelmed because yeah, Onaguma takes a lot of moves to form, and I've burned up all the moves that I could use to try to defend against whatever the heck's happening that I don't know about. This is rapid advancing silver, but basically the same theme. Yeah. I've even seen this on Hidechi's video, but this is just a slight variation on it. I haven't seen this particular variation. In the other one, this silver wasn't on 5-4. This time there is a silver on 5-4. It doesn't make any difference, because, like, there's, what, each player has, like, 20 pieces on an 81 square board. And so I just am bad at pattern recognition until after I get hit by it. But yeah, this is definitely the pattern. So opposing rook would be one way to have to face against different patterns. So, see, we got the good penguin here. So yeah, I think this much was good, and then move 24 or 25 onward. I played some stuff that must have been pretty dubious and got in a lot of trouble. We'll figure it out sometime. I guess not tonight. Yep. And so we end up... Well, we try to sack our bishop, and he doesn't take it, which was really weird. So I'm like, okay, I'll give up my silver and save my bishop and try to do something. Oh, yeah. Instead of trapping my bishop in the corner, instead I'm going to offer an exchange here and myself get a dragon. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I caught part of the Sherlock games. What is it that you enjoy about Sherlock, I wonder? Like, the art is great, the voice acting is good, the puzzles seem okay. Jeez. That's ambitious. I wouldn't expect that. Yeah, so here I am trying to make up for my earlier mistakes. Yeah, this is all a matter of calculation at this point. There's not much strategy left. So is it like the graphics that draw you into that, or what about that is interesting? A lot of atmosphere and great music. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, if you have a certain aesthetic you enjoy, that game would certainly offer it. And the music did seem high fidelity and well considered, and yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Yep, there we go. Good luck. Let's protect this pawn. Protect that square. All right, there's the pattern. This is like the super ultra rapid advanced thing. I might not have time to build Onaguma here. Do I switch to opposing rook now, maybe? Well, I don't need to right now. Alright. Time is becoming of the essence here. Let's switch it up, I guess. And then try this? I feel like I must have done something dumb if he stopped moving. I must have done something pretty dumb. Alright, so he's finally building his castle. We're gonna build the one castle that we know. Never ever fails us. Ever. Except when I get attacked and things go wrong. Then it fails us. Yeah, that's what they call it. Alright, so this is the rising gold strategy. I don't get it, man. It's to, like, lock in my bishop or something. But I'm just going to retreat it and bring the bishop in some other way. Oh, but my rook's sealed over here. What am I doing? Interesting. Okay, I'm confused. Everything about this position is confusing. YOLO. This feels like the right thing to do. So there's the attack. We're hitting the 6-4 pawn. This is sheer genius. Okay. That doesn't make any sense. Like, I did calculate this right, yeah? I'm just winning a pawn? And this silver is pinned? This seems like this could have been calculated more accurately. Okay. Yes, that is legal. Maybe I'm playing with fire here. So he's intending silver takes pawn or something. Or even if I move the pawn, you just dance around it. Wait. Wait. Let's have some fun. This looks too fun to pass up. So yeah, I'm forcing the issue. Getting him to take. And we're gonna see if he takes my knight. Although, now that I think more about it, like, there are better moves he could play here. Wow, this... What happened here? I'm not paying attention. I can't even go back in the move list. But, like, that was a free pawn. I didn't take the free pawn with either the rook or the bishop. He didn't, like, push the pawn. Promoting it would have been kind of nice for him. So yeah, here we are. This is weird. So if I trade, he's going to drop his rook here, forking my bishop and silver. If I don't trade, if I just pin my own bishop, I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to hit my knight or something, and I'm going to lose it. So trading rooks actually still looks best here, as insane as this is. Because I have a castle, and my opponent kind of has a castle. Sort of. Oh, that's clever. Wow. I am playing with more fire than I thought I was playing with. Well played. So I've got 2 pieces hanging. Is there any way I can hang anything more? Just to make things even more exciting. I bet there is. Like, I could drop a pawn here, and another pawn here, and then bring my bishop back. We could get some more tactics on this board. I might have to do that, in fact. Just so I don't, like, lose a rook for nothing. Okay, yeah, there might have been... Oh, pawn 8-7 would have just won the bishop. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so this is pretty awkward. I might not have calculated this correctly either. Because hitting the rook, now he just moves the rook over to hit the bishop. I don't know. But then the silver's not defended anymore. This is confusing. Ah, I have run out of things to drop, but I've saved my bishop. So, thank goodness for small miracles. And maybe we retreat the rook all the way back now? Or I could take this pawn. Gold takes... No, gold can't take because this check. If I take the pawn, knight takes, then I could drop 2 more pawns. But then the knight's protecting the silver. Alright, we're going back, guys. We're going all the way back. So now our threats to 5-3 here are kind of interesting. Okay, yeah. Our threats to 5-3 were too interesting. Bummer. I could and should have seen that coming. So if knight takes, gold takes, I push the pawn, they drop a knight here, then I take this silver. So, yeah, we're going to take here. And crack this open. Oh, but he's got knight here now. Nothing's ever easy. Even so, knight here, pawn takes, knight takes bishop, pawn takes gold. Threatening stuff kind of near his king might be of some interest, but I'm annoyed. I wish things could have worked better. could switch up the move here. Knight there, bishop takes, gold takes, pawn takes. Oh, he's got that too. Yeah. Pawn takes, pawn takes, pawn takes. And then I could start like making a whole bunch of tokens over here. Whatever. It's just a bishop. Oh. This isn't chess. I knew that. Okay. Well, that's awkward. Alright. We still avoided Nifu. But yeah, this got a lot more difficult all of a sudden. Yeah, I should have done bishop takes here if I wanted to try this kind of sequence. Instead, now we got this dumb thing where I'm going to have a token, but it's not going to be that great. Oh, yeah, that would make some sense. That would be reasonable. Alright, I'm going to see if he's going to give us... if he's going to take our center pawn and threaten back this way, or if he's going to just take our advanced pawn here. In which case, yeah, we will just try this instead. Passed pawns must be pushed and supported. Yeah. I am in deep doo-doo. Alright, well, I'm going to try to force this gold to move away, and it's not going to work. But I don't have any pieces left to try anything else, so... yeah, that makes sense. I would do that in his position. I mean, I'd just take the lance, but that's fine. Oh, he's setting up a fork. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Kind of out of pieces. And that kind of makes this difficult. I could see if I could get his rook or dragon to move off of this file so that maybe either my rook or my pawn could use that file. But yeah, part of the reason I left my rook on the 8th file to begin with instead of trying to back up the pawn, and this is kind of illogical at this point, but It was so that my rook could make use of this file. Alright, so he's threatening my rook. I'll just have to move it over here where it's no better off. I knew that. Just kidding, we're going over here instead. That's clever. Yeah, I am screwed. That is pretty funny. Just how bad this is. Um, okay. Wait, no, if he drops something there, I can just take it. I don't need to panic yet, although I'm very close to needing to panic. Very, very close. But not there yet. Oh yeah, I'll take that. I want trades. I've got my cool little castle. I want to enjoy my castle. If this is the only trade I can get, I might just take it. I'd rather have a tempo too, though. I don't understand how opponents get these enormously winning positions and then blow them. Like, I do have a castle, but it's kind of saddening that I have some chances. I just feel like if I can't remember how the pieces move and I still have a chance of the game, something's not quite right with the game. Yeah. I see what you got threatened here. Okay, fine. You get my rook. Whatever. It's just a rook. This is the best space I'm going to get for my knight anyway. Okay, that's kind of weird. What to do? Yeah, this looks appropriate. Really? Like, that does prepare an escape square, but still. I feel like I'm severely outnumbered here because I am. Um, he still needs to checkmate me. He's won a zillion pieces, but um, I still have some pieces left. They probably don't practice sumo shogi. That could be it. Well, that makes two of us then. Oh dear. Okay, we got a knight. Woo! We got a knight. Let's celebrate. Jeez, this is so ridiculous. Hey, I got a square for my knight. What the hell? That doesn't work. That can't work. That's just insane. If I do that, well, pieces get traded, but it's okay. Jeez. I'm willing to risk whatever piece trades we're going to run into here. Wow, he didn't even sack the horse for it. Okay. I guess that's where we're at. Um, Times like these, you wish you would have practiced sumo shogi. No, I think I got something here. I honestly don't know. This is karma. This is the worst sort of karma. Oh dear. This sucks. Oh, that was not good, but it wasn't terrible. Oh, I have ideas. I should have just pushed my edge pawn. It's too late now. Okay, I have another chance to push my edge pawn. Mistakes were definitely made. Well, that was something. I win. Okay, well, uh, yeah. Something happened that game. We're getting our sume shogi practice in real games. Sorry for all the panic attacks that I must have caused everybody. But not really. I did warn you all, this is casual shogi. So, what have I missed in the chat window here? Should load up your... I wish I knew how to pronounce his name, but Watanabe? Oh, yeah, his Sumo Shogi DS game. Did I see that emote get removed? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I did know that the streamer was removed. I don't know what happened to the emote. I don't know anything else about that story. Um, so, entirely going on your source here, and I'm sure more truth will come out in days to come. But yeah, that's horrible if that's what happened. I had a gold drop on the same square earlier. Alright, so... yeah, let's skip past the embarrassing part. So let's go past like the first 100 or so moves, because this is all super embarrassing. I know they say look at a game from the beginning, but my god, I am embarrassed. So at some point, I kind of somehow got back into the game. Yeah, we promote here. We need a piece, so we take... I offer up my gold, not really knowing whether this makes sense or not, but it's probably fine. And then he promotes. So he's not practiced his sume shogi, especially against this castle. Watanabe. Okay, water tata non bet. Watanabe. Okay, cool. Or Watanabe. Or I don't know. I should just watch like one of the game coverages or something. So yeah, even here I think I'm still worse. I promote, they waste another move. I fork. At this point they start just losing it. Water, Tada, non, and bet. Let me try that again. Wa ta nabe. Watanabe. Okay. Yeah, no, I think you're right. Watanabe. That makes more sense. With the emphasis on the correct syllable, and everything will be fine. Yeah, so he had this, like, meltdown here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna switch gears on you all here. So, I don't know the specifics of that particular incident. Um, I did see a considerable deal of comments that would suggest that there's a lot going on in general, not just with one streamer, but that like the internet is the internet and has larger problems. And um, as much as Twitch has done to try to resolve those problems, they could be doing a lot more. Um, so there's all this talk of reform, and there's always talk of reform. Um, and I don't know that a business is in the best position to handle such reforms. Um, yeah, I don't know that like a for-profit corporation is ever going to fully address such things. They can try, they'll do their best, but it really falls to the community and the streamers and such to like form unions and other things, um, such that the there can be a system of checks and balances. So yeah, whether or not things happen on stream or whether or not somebody does something extremely stupid in a public manner or a private manner, um, without some sort of way of keeping people in check, what can be done? Um, so, yeah, I don't know that on Twitch I could say much more than that about the idea of just like having a broader sense of community that doesn't entirely rely on the business to take care of things that a business isn't really equipped to take care of. Um, you either need an independent thing that's not manipulated by Twitch, or you need the partners and affiliates and viewers and other people to come together and find some sort of arrangement that advances the interests of all the members, not just the guys. So yeah, it's a tough thing. Um, Obviously, there's things that are done that are just terrible, but that's not an excuse for it continuing to happen. So 116, 117 I had mate. So I have a gold. Oh, okay. So, like here, I had only looked at moves like this, and this, and this, and this. I considered these. I considered this pawn push, this pawn push. Um, so I looked at a whole bunch of moves. But yeah, this one's pretty good. That would have been convincing. Um, yeah. I had that planned all along when I gave up my rook, right? Ay, ay, ay. So, yeah, I could try to recap some of my thoughts around here, other than oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Um, Now, things did start to brighten up at some point. Like, this king run, it makes sense in principle. Um, but his king might be better served to run this way. Because that's a harder way for me to give chase. So, yeah, something like this might have been harder for me to resist. Because what can I do? I guess the best I can do is attack the bishop. And then you could choose to seal in your king, or you might instead prefer to trade the bishop for 2 pieces. So, yeah, maybe what he did makes sense. So he's trying to save his bishop. Um, yeah. Hey, I didn't say I'm not resigning anymore. Like, um, yes, this did look awful. Where did I want the most to resign here? Where was I the most tempted? I think it was around when I was losing my rook here. Oh, yeah, so this was bad, but I'm like, okay, I can pretend to attack. Could try to make something happen. So, like, he voluntarily gave up this file. So, without that, it's kind of difficult for me to make any progress. I was just expecting his dragon to go back, and I am screwed. I have Onaguma. That's the one thing in my favor here, but being down 2 bishops and what else? Just 2 pawns and a knight. That's not terrible. It felt like I was down a lot more because there's nothing I can do here, but the material imbalance itself isn't terrible. The position's pretty bad. The fact that he's going to have like this huge storm of tokens that's going to overrun my position in the next 50 moves is kind of bad. And that all my pieces are trapped. But the material balance itself is okay. Yeah. Attacking Onaguma's heart, like, I'm not sure anybody really knows other than, like, he had some idea, clearly. Like, he pushed his edge pawn, he kept pushing it, and then he just stopped there. Um, he had the faintest idea. He needed a lot more to follow it up. But even here, he doesn't really need to attack it. He just needs to collect all my pieces and then go over and attack it. Like, there's nothing I can do here. I am very tied down. I guess I could do this, but, like, this sort of thing happens. So I'm not sure that I have a really good way to escape this situation. Oops, sorry about that. That wasn't... Yeah, so instead he just gave the file. I placed a pawn, pushed this. Yeah, he just kind of let me back in. I guess he wasn't aware that, yes, he's winning material, but trading material against Onaguma is not the greatest thing to do. Um, This might not have been a good square for the knight. Well, knight here isn't very much better. Yeah, and this is okay. I guess he's just maybe have never run into this before in this way. Oh, alright. Yeah, thanks. Uh, hope all goes well with the pharmacy. See you around, time zombie. I might still be around, you never know. Yeah, this king retreat was good. Okay, yeah, I guess he just didn't know how to attack this. And it is kind of tricky to attack, but also... yeah, my attack just ran all over his side of the board. Just really surprising. Oh, so yeah, it was around the point... Yeah, I pointed out the point where I thought I most wanted to resign. That was a thing. Let's see, do I get points for... Yeah, I think it's 5 points per unrated game. That's kind of cool. Sure. Yeah, they were okay. Konnichiwa. Alright, I go first. Yeah, that could happen. Wouldn't surprise me. Alright, I see we got somebody who's like playing the pawns in this little checkerboard shape. Whoops. Nope, nope, nope. We can't leave all the pawns hanging. That would be too much. Yeah, let's not get too excited. There's too much opening theory for me to still learn at this point. I wonder if they're doing... never mind. Looks like they're doing left side Mino. For a second I wondered if they were doing something more ambitious, like left side Anaguma. Okay, this is kind of weird. I could switch to opposing rook. I don't get it. This is a very strange choice of castle. Alright, we're going to oppose the rooks here. Yeah, it's going to be a high Mino, which makes no sense because I built Anaguma. You don't need to defend against the front. Like, the front is not the direction from which I'm going to attack you. So, do I open this diagonal here? Do I push the silver up and then break on this file instead? Which looks, well, doesn't look all shaky. There's definitely some merit to that. I push this pawn and we trade rooks and they take this pawn. Oh, they do have the square covered once. Never mind. Okay, we're gonna try this. I'm concerned because stuff is loose. Yeah, let's get this off of this diagonal, I guess. That's weird. I just had an idea. Here's the idea. Alright, well, for at least one move, it was a good idea. No, it might still be fine. Okay, so is anything gonna defend this pawn? Like, silver could march upward to defend it somehow. Wait, if I do that, knight takes. Knight takes would be sad for me. So do I move my rook up a square and then drop my silver back to... No. That gets ugly. That gets unwieldy. So how do I play this? So if I push this, they take lance takes, lance takes. I have a pawn to drop somewhere, but that's no good. this is such a weird position. Oh wait, I push this pawn, they take, and then I strike their knight. I guess that's where we're going. Yeah, this is pretty wild. I'm sure there's boats of opening theories somewhere. Okay. I'm confused what that accomplishes. So I can take here. They take back. I put another pawn here. And they run away. I don't even want the pawn there. We are going down the rabbit hole of me playing moves that I don't want to play. Okay, I'm gonna do something weird. I'm gonna back up my rook. That way my bishop's free to move. And since the bishop's free to move, then pawn takes pawn is a threat. This isn't exactly where I wanted to use my pawn, but it seems okay. Yeah, meanwhile in Lee chess, I'm caught up in discussions with people about who they're choosing to argue for gosh knows why that biology accounts for the entire difference in performance between the two sexes. That somehow, like, they have this crazy notion. Let me make sure I don't get pieces trapped here. Yeah, they have this notion that because male players are higher rated than female players, that must mean that male players are better. Um, and they say this, and they say, like, there's differences between the genders, and therefore that accounts for the entirety in performance, the entire difference. And I don't think it's quite that simple. Um, yeah, I think it's just there's not a well established community for women for chess. Like, there are women's titles, there are prizes, there is some degree of support, but it's not adequate. There are some players I've seen on the tournament scene once in a while that just aren't regularly there. And that's entirely fine, but um, I guess I have to retreat. But yeah, I think just that difference in support has some performance implication. Yeah, if you take here, I just might take your pawn on 6-4. Maybe. Maybe not, but maybe. If I take there, then you take my knight, and I take your knight, and fun stuff ensues. But also I'm threatening just to take the pawn outright. Yeah, that could be part of it too. YOLO. Oh, he's just gonna give me a pawn. Although he does get it back very quickly. Um, yeah, so if I try to win the silver like I've been planning to do, or if I try to at least attack it with tempo. Oh, well, he didn't have to do that. He really didn't, because I'm just going to take that. Unless there's some obvious downside. I'm not seeing an obvious downside, so let's just trade. Oh, that's clever. Nice. Well done, sir. I walked square into that. Let's pretend I didn't. I don't know. How much can I pretend here? Probably not too much. Oh, that's Nifu. Alright. Oops. My bad. Huh. Well, we finally got a Nifu in. I need to get a counter on my stream somewhere. X days or X games or something since the last Nifu. I mean, come on. Those pawns are separated by 6 or 7 ranks. That shouldn't count. uh, that's unfortunate. I do like, though, that the site circles the pawns that you messed up on. That's nice of the site to do that. I typically don't support my rook with a pawn, so... Yeah. Like, unless there's systemic support, problems just aren't going to get fixed. Alright. The other thing is, like, my mouse, it's an optical wired mouse. It was blinking on and off throughout this game. So I was concerned and getting distracted that my cursor would stop moving. For 99% of the game, it was working, but it still threw me off. But no, I'm screwed here. So, yeah. No, that was a very good tactic. Like, wow, that was an impressive tactic. So me grabbing this pawn here was bad. I don't know that I have better. I would have had to find something earlier on to improve this position. So I pose rooks and lift this and lift it again. I missed the key idea. Yeah, even back here, I don't really need to push this. Because there's no pawn or silver or anything like that to fight here, I can just shove this up. And of course, this is the key point, that this discovery gives me the tempo I need to get my stuff in order. So he finds some way to stop that or to deal with the consequences of it. So, I don't know, maybe play something like this to defend the rook. And then we just have a normal game. Although I'm not sure what I do to exchange the rooks. I'm not even sure that the rook exchange helps me much here, because then he gets a chance to promote right away. And I really don't. So I could play back here, which would invite this kind of move. So I don't want to do that. So maybe something like this is best, but it invites something like that. I have to just admit I don't know anything about this opposing rook. So yeah, I had a couple failed experiments in a row with it. I should just study a bit more and stop being so lazy. Let's watch a game. I can't make blunders if I'm just watching, right? Oh, welcome back. Yeah, goodness. So I just started reviewing my last game and realized that I just need to study a little bit more and stop being such a lazy bum about it. But also practice some sume shogi. Um, I forgot that this game has quite a bit of time on the clock. I got, yeah, pretty agitated with some tactical stuff I missed in my last game, so just watching a game to cool off a little bit. Yeah. Well, and you know it's going to happen in a game like Crazy House or Shogi. Just there's way too many tactics. There's so much to keep track of. But my position was pretty fundamental, and I just walked straight into something. Um, but also, I don't think, like, even if I had dodged that particular tactic, I don't think I had a good position anyway, which is pretty frustrating. So yeah, earlier I now see like why you're saying doing opposing rook is an option. Um, it's not a very easy one either. So yeah, sticking with fourth file rook might better suit me, even though those tactics are tricky too. Um, what little I know of opposing rook seems to be way over my head. Well, I know this game's exciting. I know there's a lot going on, but um, this too is over my head. So we're gonna pick something easier. Let's actually wait for a game. Non-rated, 10:30. Here we are, lurking at 12:49. Still in prime position to join the under 1250 event, which I would feel bad about joining because it's not meant to be people rated 1249. Um, I know they say under 1250, but yeah, it feels a bit sketchy. Whereas when I used to play like chess over the board events, I would play those sections where um, I would be the highest rated player in my section or close to it. I wouldn't have much shame about it because there were money events and somebody's got to win the prizes. So where some people would like, I don't know, find ways to lose rating points playing experimental openings and study hard and prepare for the US Open or the Chicago Open or some other big money tournament and have the lowest rating in a section, have managed to get out of their rating class into a lower rating class so they could play in a big money event. I would be the person who would instead play the weekend events and would make pretty small sum, probably still a loss overall, not including expenses. Um, but yeah, I would play in local events and see if I could win some games. Okay, that's just weird. That's just weird, buddy. I really want to attack. Screw it, we're attacking. If you're gonna move your rook twice, And move your bishop. You know, we're going to see some real tactics in this game. I'm going to forget castling, because castling's no fun anyway. This is fun. We're going to have fun. We are going to have so much fun here. All right. Okay. Well, that works. I'm guessing that was a mouse slip, but still. Looks like he was typing something. Thank you for the game. Have a nice day. That, like, had to have been a mouse slip. Or I don't know. Okay, that was... Should we analyze this game, perhaps? Let's do it. I should submit this one to Shogi Harbor. Hey, I have a Kifu. Let's look at my Kifu. No, that would not be a good idea for this particular game. So yeah, this move has the element of surprise, and this one does too. Yeah, I'm thinking it must have been unintentional. Or they must just be tired or something. I don't know. But yeah, my big plan here was to take this pawn and then see what happens. That was the plan. We didn't get to see that plan. That's unfortunate. Now, it's possible this might have been a terrible plan because, like, after the bishop's trade, there might be a bishop forking my rook and my knight or something. So my plan might have been pretty terrible. In fact, yeah, like, I briefly considered and certainly should have played this. Because I have both this move and this move, both of which are pretty good. And at least in this line, supposing he blocks or something, I don't know. Oh wait, he still got the damn fork. Yeah, how does this even go? I don't know. Something happens. If I trade rooks, that might be bad. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to take that back. So, this might have been safer. So there's a promotion threat and stuff here. So, I don't know what they do at this point. Put this in your favorite engine, and it'll tell you that somewhere earlier I made a mistake. I don't know if pushing this pawn, like, it looked very good to push, because it would give my rook an open line. But maybe I had a better move. I don't know how. Like, I could exchange here. And then I could hang my bishop. Hanging the bishop would have a surprise factor. Yeah. I guess I couldn't improve too much on what I did.